In this video, I'll be going over Work Together, Problem 5-2 for costing ending inventory using the FIFO, LIFO, and weighted average methods. This is from page 158, your Century 21 Accounting textbook, edition 11 advanced by Gilbertson and Lehman. So all credit to them for this problem and this text. Okay, so we are looking at costing our inventory, and we're told that at the end of the year we have 34 units remaining in inventory. So we have to determine the cost of inventory using these different methods. Okay, 34 units is the key. So this number here, units on hand, has got to be 34. All right, so now we just have to figure out which ones of these are they. Okay, so do we have FIFO stands for first in, first out. So we assume that these here are going to go first. Okay? The higher ones are going to be sold first. What we have left should be the last ones. So 20 times 1054, we'll go ahead and multiply those, because we'll take all of those 20 here, and then we'll take to get to 34, we'll take 14 out of these 20, okay? So, we'll just go ahead and multiply all of these. No reason not to. But then the key here is that we're going to take 14. So our FIFO cost is just 14 times this price, okay? And then the 20 times the price would be the whole amount, the 210 there. So then we'd add these together. So 357.24 is our FIFO method, units on hand and how much they cost, okay? Now we're going to do the LIFO method, which stands for last in, first out, which would suggest that we had sold these units first and we would still have these other ones that we got at the beginning of the year left. So again, we'll just go ahead and figure out our costs here for each one. And then our LIFO units on hand, we're going to go ahead and take all 8 of those. And then we're going to take all 20 of these, because we're still not to our total of 34 yet. Right, we're at 28, so we must need 6 out of these 20. Okay, so then we're just going to go 8 times 996, and we'll use these costs for our total of 34, so we'll add them together. So 346.64 is what we come up with for our inventory on hand based on the LIFO method. Okay, so now we're going to do the weighted average method. So first we will label this the total cost. I don't know why I didn't already. And we're just going to multiply these amounts times our unit price, just like we've done above. Sure, I'll autofill that. And after we do that, we should add these together to get our total cost. Just use a sum function. So 911.68. So what we'll do here is our total of beginning inventory and purchases, that number is the 911.68. Okay, total number of units, that's an 88. You can see it there, or you can link it if you want to. So your weighted average price per unit, you're just going to divide. Okay, so our units in ending inventory, that was 34. Our weighted average price per unit was the 1036 we just calculated. So our cost of ending inventory would just be 34 times the 1036 weighted average, 352.24. Okay, and so this number came out in between the LIFO and the FIFO, which is what I expected, because your weighted average should be in between. So that seems like it should be correct. All right, so that is the way you calculate weighted average versus LIFO method versus FIFO method to find out what your ending inventory should be, per your books. All right, so just make sure, if you're doing this in real life, that you always stick with the same methodology. You don't mix it up. But this shows you the difference. Okay, very cool. So that's your work together. And on your own, just on the next tab over. So you guys can do that one on your own.